Superman is in Venom. Okay, now that we have your attention, give us a few minutes to explain. In Venom, moviegoers were on the edge of their seat expecting to see a Spider-Man cameo, or even a mention, perhaps just a newspaper headline. Instead, one of the biggest shockers came from a connection to the DCEU rather than the MCU, and it involves the Man of Steel himself. Before you watch, click subscribe and become a super subscriber. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new ScreenRant content, including plenty more Venom action. After months of hype, rumors, and theories, Venom landed into theaters and millions of fans felt their spiderweb disintegrating before their eyes. The Tom Hardy film featured absolutely no Spider-Man, and yeah, we know about the post-credits Into the Spider-Verse clip, but that doesn't count. So yeah, there was no Spider-Man, no mention of the Thanos finger snap, and no connection to the MCU, although one could be made in the future. This revelation was fairly disappointing in many viewers' minds, and they were left with not much else to cling to, except for a particular line uttered by Michelle Williams' character Annie. While riding away in a car, Eddie Brock reveals the secret behind Venom's weakness. When high-frequency sonic noises are mentioned, Annie references the weakness as Venom's kryptonite. Now all Superman fanboys and fangirls know about the infamous green rock. Coming directly from the planet Krypton, the rocks are Superman's main vulnerability and often cause him to weaken, take damage, and have the inability to use his powers at full strength. But why exactly did Annie mention the kryptonite, and how does it connect to the DCEU? No, don't expect Henry Cavill to don the cape and suit in the next Venom movie, but it could set the seeds for something in the future. A Marvel and DC crossover is not completely unheard of. Just look at the 1996 miniseries and the Amalgam Comics crossover that followed. Superman has invaded Marvel before, taken on the Hulk, and was even fused with Captain America to become an all-powerful hero known as Super Soldier. Annie's mention of kryptonite means that Superman exists in Venom's universe, but more than likely in a fictional form. They may have access to Superman comics, watch Smallville reruns on TNT, or Annie could just be the type of person who loves to jam out to the Three Doors Down hit song, Kryptonite. Okay, that last one might be just a little bit too crazy because, let's face it, nobody's jamming out to Kryptonite. No matter what the reason is, the choice is odd. It would be like a DCEU character referencing Tony Stark as a wealthy billionaire when they already have Bruce Wayne dimension. Still, maybe Sony is knocking on the door of their Warner Brothers neighbor after getting all but shut out of the highly lucrative MCU over at Disney. Now that Disney is about to purchase 20th Century Fox and heroes like the X-Men, Sony is really backed into a corner. With the DCEU losing steam from ensemble films like Justice League, a little boost of Venom could go a long way to help with both film universes. Of course, we know this is unlikely, but inserting Venom into a Superman story may be the only way the MCU sees some competition in the near future. And yes, before you write anything in the comments about it, we know we're overanalyzing a small line uttered in a film, but things are done so purposeful these days. It's hard to imagine the word kryptonite being used and so focused on in the movie without some bigger intentions. Only time will tell, and hopefully at some point we'll get an explanation from Venom's director. What did you actually think of the Superman reference in Venom? Should it have even been done in a Marvel movie to begin with? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to ScreenRant here on YouTube for more awesome videos just like this one. Thanks for watching.